Hello. God bless. Jesus still loves you. Uh, I know I put a brief video up before, and I was starting a new channel called Targeting Gang Stalkers. Now, I wanted to clarify a little bit because, one, I'm not really starting to like the word targeted as much and victims and all that kind of stuff. Like I was saying, I was trying to keep victim blaming out of it. Basically, really what you have to know and you have to understand is uh, they're doing a lot of these things. That's here nor there, whatever. Um, you give it power when you start addressing it. Whether you speak out and you're like, "Oh my God, oh, they're doing this, they're doing that." Ignore it. Ignore it. This is what they are doing. It's fear based, and they want you to be scared. And they want you to be afraid to act out. Anymore, I'm not going to be recording them in places that they think that I should be recording because they're already staged, they're already there. Just remember, they're recording themselves and they're recording you. You don't need any evidence. Just trust in it. It's going to get out, it's going to come out somewhere. You just got to have faith in it. But all the little things that they do, they always got to do hiding behind closed doors, hiding, coughing, gauging your reaction, gauging your the color clothes and all that kind of stuff. Don't pay attention to it. Ignore it. I know it's hard at first, but you really have to play like a little bit of a mental mind game with yourself and just have faith in God. Most importantly, in Jesus, because this is all these people do is they get off on making you fear and be afraid and honking. Don't pay any attention to it. And they can throw as many of them as you want. Throw as many at a person as they want. But the thing is, forgive them and just in your own silent way bless them and hope that they find deliverance from whatever it is that they're doing. And it doesn't matter. It, we all know everything, like all their targets, all their methods, everything that they do. Like I said, it's going to be hard, but ignore it. And the only evidence that I am going to provide anymore is going to be when they don't expect me to be recording, when they think that they're in the shadows and they're not being heard or seen. When they stage stuff in public and they get their glasses on the same as me or whatever, and they got their targeted clothes, the red, the blues, I don't pay any attention to that because it's supposed to create a psychological response within you. And just know they're coming from a place of fear, anger, confusion, envy, all these different places that they're at. That's where they're at. And just pray for them. And they get deliverance for whoever it is they follow, you know, because they are told that they are their own God, especially the Masons. You aren't your own God. There's only one. And the devil's a deceiver. And he's going to try to trick you in so many ways. So let them do as they're doing. Let them do their coughs. Let them honk their horns. Let them make their noise campaigns. Ignore it and don't internalize it. And it's going to be hard to do, but you guys have to really learn that's the way to go. And I know a lot of you are like, oh, I've got a lot of evidence and this and that. They're already telling on themselves. When they're out and about and they're doing their thing, their evidence is already provided. What you do is when they don't think that you're recording, and I know that they watch your phones and all that kind of stuff, and big deal, great, all seeing, all knowing, or whatever. But when they don't think that you are, have backup devices. I've got a backup device. I'm not always recording, but I know when to use it and when not to, when they don't expect it. And really listen and hear your surroundings. When they think that you're not hearing it or it's a directed conversation towards you. Like I said, again, don't get jumpy, don't get nervous, don't get paranoid or anything like that. That's their power. That's what they want you to believe in, is that you're nothing, you're worthless. Even all the charges that they put up against you and fake charges and their NDAs, their non-disclosure agreements that they sign, because none of them are going to talk. Of course, they're not going to talk, right? You're not the one to make them talk and make them gather evidence. They're gathering evidence for you of what they're doing on a daily basis. And it's cops, firefighters, EHS, all the whole system, psychologists from the way up all the way down. That's just the way it is. This is a path that I think a long time ago a lot of you have chose and just don't know it yet. But stay positive, stay blessed, keep love in your heart, and do not let these guys with their little mental mind games get into you, because that is what they feed off of, is the fear. The fear. When you start believing all the stuff that they throw at you and all the little mental mind games that they throw at you, then that's where they get in. you know they can have everything that they want, all right, but their lives are short and they're cut short for a reason, until they come to a place where they truly are themselves and do not follow orders from demons. And don't call them demonic, don't call them evil. They do demon things because they're easily manipulated. Pray for them, you know, whatever it is, pray for them, and you'll see what it happens. You might not see it right away, it might not be instant and that sort of thing, but you'll see it in little subtle ways. Remember, they are spending all this time watching you, seeing what you're doing. Why are you spending that much time involved? Like, people devote their whole entire lives to exactly what you're doing. If I'm so unimportant, why do you devote so much time to me? You know, that's my question. But any which way, just a word of advice for somebody who's been pretty much going through this since the day I was born. Um, and I know just a lot of you have family members out there who probably sold you into this. So, hey, I'm not going to go into my story or anything like that. I'm not going to go into any more about they did that and I seen them there and I got license plate. I'm not doing that anymore. They're presenting their own evidence against themselves. Let them keep doing it. Let them keep walking by you with their blacks and the reds and the blues, whatever their sensitization is towards you, that they have on you, because they have a psychologist, so-called, um, who's telling you what are your insecurities and that, and they're watching and they're watching and watching intently. No response. No response. They know that you're empathetic. They know that you're intuitive. They know that you probably have a differentiated perception, and they know a lot about you. And so let them. But the one thing they don't have is they don't have God. They don't have Jesus. Let them. Let them do what they got to do. Anyways, that's my message. And it's not from a place of hate or anything like that. And, you know, it, when it comes out, or if it does, or if it doesn't, I don't know. Let God be the judge of that. And just take it from there, day by day. All right? You guys stay positive. Peace, love, and remember, the way is with Jesus and God. That's all. Signing off.